Welcome back, boys and girls. And you will not believe what I have in my hand. God has been so good to us this year with our kids and in our personal life. But to top off everything, it gave me a icing on the cake. I got a letter from Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. So this is General Elk Tag from Montana. Oh yeah. I haven't opened it yet because I wanted to share it with you. Let's get on it. Let's open it up. Here we go. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, look at that. Here it says Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks 2019 elk season. General elk license. And this is a combo which includes fishing and upland bird hunting. So I guess I could shoot birds if I have time, but I'm not really into birds right now. Right now I'm just focused on elk hunt. And got my name on it. Everything looks good. Yeah. The hunt starts the first day of the hunt is October 26th. So, I'm not going to miss my first day. Let me tell you about a little story of how I got my tag. Now, I've been dreaming about hunting in the West, elk hunting especially, for as long as I can remember. I actually even bought a rifle about 10 years ago, Savage long range, 7mm Remington Magnum. And I got the scopes, rifle, everything set up. But I was just too busy. But 2 years ago when I retired, I really planned to hunt in the West for the elk. And it seems like the task seems like it was almost impossible. And the drawing odds are really tough. And if I get a general tag, the general tag, you can only hunt in state land and private land. So unless you know somebody who knows the area really well, and who knows the boundary of state land and who knows where the elks are, general tag is really kind of useless. So long story short, just last year I thought I was gonna give up about elk hunting, and I just think of that as just a dream that I had, one of the bucket lists. But just last year I met a new hunting buddy, Ron, and he was born and raised in Montana. So when we went bird hunting together, trucker hunting, and Larry introduced us together. Thanks, Larry. Anyway, so we got to talking, and he moved here to Washington D.C., to Virginia actually, and he didn't have any place to hunt whitetails. And I was talking to him about my dreams about hunting in the West since he came from Montana, and I actually asked him, and he told me he goes to hunt elk every year in Montana. So I asked him if I could take him whitetail hunting here, can he take me to elk hunt in Montana? And he said, yeah, they'll be fine as long as I get drawn. So, but I missed the application deadline this year for the general elk tag, and I thought I was done. And I was regularly checking into Montana wildlife game and parks site just to see if there was anything else. And they had a notice saying in May 6th, they're gonna sell surplus tag, elk combo tag, on May 6th at 5 a.m. Mountain Time. And this is gonna sell out really quick, so I need to be on it. They had the little notice. So I set the calendar. I got up at 6 a.m. because 7 a.m. in Virginia is 5 a.m. in Montana. So I got up at 6. And I got in right at 7 a.m. Virginia time. And I knew I got in pretty quickly, but everything was already lagging. It seems like everybody was logging in. And just to make the process quicker, I had all my information pre-typed in a word processor, and I was doing copy and paste, so I could move pretty quickly. And by the time I was over and I click in the purchase after I put my credit card information, that was lagging longer. It went 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then I got the error code saying there was an internal error and nothing. So I sent the email to Montana Wildlife, Fish and Game, and they sent me an email saying they're working on the problem that they're having. And they were also saying, and then I got an email also saying something like, if you didn't purchase the tag, but if my credit card was charged, they're going to send a refund within a week. So I checked my credit card online and nothing was pending. So I figured I was done. I didn't get my tag. So I went ahead and applied for the Cow B license tag, which the deadline was June 1st. So I applied that with Ron as a group, and hopefully we could get drawn. But just 3 days ago, I was out in my backyard with a chainsaw trimming my tree, and usually I don't have my phone with me. But that morning I had my phone, and I was cutting the trees, and in between running the chainsaw, I heard my phone ringing. So I looked at it. It was a familiar number. I thought it was just a sales call or something. But then it wasn't a 703 number. So I just answered it and said hello. And the person said that he was with Montana Wildlife Game and Fishery, and he was saying he's calling to tell me the result of my trying to purchase the surplus tag. And I told them, well, don't worry about it. My credit card wasn't charged, so there's no need to refund. And I know I didn't get it, so I'm okay. And I was just about to hang up, and he said, sir, does that mean you don't want your tag? And I said, what? What do you mean I don't want my tag? What do you mean? And he told me, well, they had a lot of complaint calls saying something wasn't right. So they went to their computer and found out there was an error in their computer. So he told me I was actually one of the earlier person who logged in and who pushed the purchase button. But on their side of the computer, somehow bumped me out. And he was saying, they're trying to make everything right. And he was saying, if I wanted, I could get my tag. So I said, yes, I want my tag. And I asked him, what do I need to do? And he said, just give me a credit card number. And then just kind of dawned on me, hey, this can be a scam. So I told him, well, I don't want to offend you, but I don't know who you are. So just give me a phone number and your name, and let me double check and call you back. So he did that. So I hung up and I went online, checked it out, and he was all legit. So I called him back on the number that was provided by the homepage, and he answered the phone. And I told him, I got my credit card ready, so here I am. I got my tag. So it's kind of crazy how I got it, but we'll see. Now, one thing that I want to tell you about is that now the general tag, you could shoot bull, cow, and it's a combo. So you could also fish, and you could shoot upland bird. But where we're going to be hunting in the East Montana, you're confined to shooting only a spike or a cow, not a bull. But you have access to only state land and private land. Now, the B tag that we apply for, the area that we want to hunt in Eastern Montana, we have access to national forest and the state land. So I'm going to keep the B tag, and if I get that, who knows, that means I get to shoot 2 cows or 1 spike and 1 cow. But I have access to both national and the state land. And Ron told me that's what I really want to do, because state land can be kind of tricky. It's a small patch of land in between private land. So yes, I am going hunting elk. I just ordered Elk's Auto G Commander frame pack because I need something to haul out the meat. And that has a really good review. And at that site, it was only $79.99. Other site that I've seen, even at Amazon, it was over $100. So it's a very fair price. And for the tag, I paid $8.85. So the fact that I could go have a chance to hunt in the Montana for $8.85, it's dream come true. And I am pumped. And every step of the preparation, whatever I buy, whatever I do, I'm gonna upload it and share it with you. And hopefully I get to share actually shooting down a cow or a nice spike. We'll see. And lastly, like always, thank God for what you have. Enjoy your life with what you got. But mostly, never give up dreaming. And never stop counting your blessings, because it ain't over yet. See you.